Dismissive avoidants tend to have very predictable relationship histories. By the time they get to their 30s, 40s, 50s, and beyond in age, their relationship history tends to look a lot like this. Short-term relationships with loving, emotionally available, more healthy partners. Longer-term relationships and even marriages with toxic partners, especially narcissists. Why is this? Well, the dismissive avoidant, due to that childhood emotional neglect, their nervous system has felt hardwired to feel very uncomfortable and unsafe with healthy love and to reject it, and to embrace toxicity because toxicity doesn't trigger their attachment wounds. When they're in a relationship with a partner that is loving, emotionally available, well, there's going to be an unspoken pressure to be vulnerable with this person. When the partner is consistent and loving and affectionate, emotional closeness naturally builds. Emotional closeness feels deeply unsafe to the dismissive avoidant, and it all stems from that wound of shame from childhood. The dismissive avoidant was profoundly neglected in childhood, and they personalized it growing up to feel defective and unlovable, like there's something wrong with them. So to protect themselves, they put up these walls around their heart. And their fear, that usually is subconscious, but sometimes they're actually aware of it. The fear is, if I lower my walls and I let my partner in, my partner's going to figure out that I'm defective and reject me. So emotional closeness actually feels like rejection and abandonment to them in their nervous system. So they instinctively keep their partner at an emotional arm's length to feel safe. So when they have a loving, healthier partner, that person is going to cause them to feel very unsafe due to the pressure to be vulnerable and close. So they will push that person away and usually run from the relationship somewhere between the 4 to 8 month mark. But when a narcissistic partner comes along, well, there's no threat of emotional intimacy in that relationship because the narcissists themselves, they're emotionally unavailable as well. And narcissists tend to be very dismissive of emotions. That feels safe to the dismissive avoidant. There's no threat of emotional intimacy in that relationship. It may be toxic, it may be hurtful, but it doesn't trigger their core attachment wounds. So they feel safer committing to the narcissist. It feels safe to them. Now, those relationships will generally often fail, but just much further down the road, because narcissistic partners can be very emotionally abusive, and dismissive avoidance will eventually reach their breaking point with that. But the thing is, that partner doesn't trigger their attachment wounds, whereas a partner that actually loves them does. Now, there are some circumstances where they can commit and marry a healthier partner, but that's usually when there's family, cultural, or religious pressures put on them. They feel obligated to get married. And when they do get married to a partner that is more loving and emotionally available to them, they tend to withdraw more and more and more emotionally from the relationship as the relationship progresses. And that relationship tends to kind of devolve into roommate status with no emotional or physical intimacy. And the loving partner that's now married to them feels completely alone and lonely in a very, very unfulfilling marriage.